VR bubbles. Whenever you are guessed, I guess. Oh no, I made a stream within a stream. Let me fix this. What happens when you press buttons? I decided to do the English ivy because I feel like it. I feel like it fits better. And I draw blackberries all the time, which, to be fair, not a problem. Just not what this is meant for. Ooh. I'm gonna test it out. Can you hear me though? Like the voice is okay over the music? Or can you even hear the music? How to reduce the echo? Okay, so the balance of music plus voice is okay, just things could be more. I know eventually I do want to get a microphone. Like a regular, like specifically for sound. Audio input, Destiny is going up and down. Desktop audio. Is there music now? Let me try some. Okay, so you have music. Now I actually have music, but let me know if there's an echo now. Just I'm going to talk so there is some sample, because there's someone talking about using a headset is causing their particular echo. Oh, still echo, so okay. What up? So I just remember there is a little tiny mic on here because these are also gaming headphones. Kind of. They suck. They have like one part that's broken, but so there must be a duplicate. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, did that fix it? Because I think I had a duplicate mic mic on here, it lets you put in little modules of stuff that you want to switch between, so you can have like a unit that has the drawing program and me, and have that all in one big thing, but there's little pieces inside it, like sound and
okay, did that fix it?
Because I think I had a duplicate. Switch to like just a slide that's mic just on here. It lets you put in little modules of stuff that I'm playing, that you want to switch between, but not so me, have, like, and you can't hear like if I that has the drawing program before the stream or something, and have that all in one big thing, but there's little pieces inside it, like sound and different screens. And then you can switch to, because like, these are slide that's just the picture. Okay, yeah, because the slider thing, music that I'm playing, one of them is grayed out because I turned it off here, like it still goes, just to tell you that I'm eating before the stream or something, like it's plugged in and everything. And they're both going at the same time. I feel like that might have done it. Okie dokie. We will. Yeah, because these are. Okay, yeah, because the slider things. One of them is grayed out because I turned it off, but it still goes. Just to tell you that delayed sound, but not echo, right? Like it's plugged in and everything, and they're both going at the same time. Okie dokie. We will. Hide that. Delayed sound, but not echo, right? Okay. Let me see if there's anything else. So now that I know what that was. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else. So now that I know what that was. So full webcam has. There we go. So full webcam has. So full webcam has. There we go. So full webcam has. Can I not just delete it? Yeah, I think it is that I have multiple. Yeah, it says audio input, but also like this. Infinity decibels. I'm kidding. Can I not just delete it when my brain spins? Yeah, I think it is that I have multiple. Okay, did that do anything? Yeah, it says audio input, but also like this. Oh, wait a minute. Infinity decibels. Audio input capture. Webcam. Excuse me when my brain squints. Okay, did that do anything? Oh, wait a minute. Audio input capture, webcam. So yeah, microphone from the webcam. I had multiples. Okay, so yeah, full webcam. So it should just be desktop audio and whatever it gets from the webcam. Let's redo the audio to begin with. Let's pop. Remove audio input capture. Okay, is it still going? Like, you can still hear my voice? Excellent. So I think I found the problem. I just need to figure out how to take it off entirely instead of just mute it. And why is the music so loud again? For my... I was about to say eyeballs, but that's... Here we go. Okay. Now I can go back to drawing fluffy animals. Ugh! Say this looks really messy and like, oh, this sucks, and then I remember that's what English Ivy looks like. It very politely takes over. It's very slow. It is very English, it just kind of encroaches and goes, this is ours now. Excellent. Yeah, I think it was, I think there's some little nuggets of things that automatically pop up when you, like on this screen I have, it says the sources that you're seeing are from the webcam and from my program. But because the webcam has audio built in, it automatically puts audio on there, so I think I was trying to be clever and like, oh, and now we put on audio and this, that, and the other thing when it already had it. So yeah, I am also no longer blue, which I enjoy. It was, this is one of the reasons that, I want to start streaming, not just because I'm interested in doing this more often for, like, tips and super chat and whatever, but, having just enough distraction helps me actually finish stuff. There's also a thing in ADHD community stuff called body doubling, where it's kind of that phenomenon where, I don't know if it's ever happened to you, I wouldn't presume to say yes or no or whatever, but sometimes when you invite a friend over to just hang out, like while you clean, it's easier to finish the cleaning, because that's my theory of why that works for a lot of people with ADHD, is because it's just enough distraction to help you get things done. It's kind of like a lot of ADHD medication is actually stimulant based. So when people say, "Oh, you just take study drugs," blah blah blah, like, no, it helps calm the brain down just enough where it's like, oh, everything is quiet. So a big reason that I wanted to try the yes, okay. there's a delay, so you'll probably hear all of my explanation and stuff of it, but then it can be on the recording. If anybody ever goes back and watches this. But yeah, so I feel like doing some streaming for certain things will not only help some of my work, but be kind of like a different way to do body doubling, because I don't like to have a bunch of people over all the time. It's not my thing. As I'm sure you're shocked and appalled. Are you licking the wall? Come here. This is Ophelia. Yeah, I get that. That's so you've seen a whole bunch of my other videos. You understand what I'm talking about. I think that's a big reason that I was I think that's a big reason that I had ADHD diagnosis at 30, is because I had like girl version that didn't exist all the time. So yeah, you can still have ADHD while not like bouncing off the walls and. Okay, I'm gonna put her in my lap and see if she. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. She gets nervous. And she wants attention. I touched her, and that was probably my problem. Oh no, I broke it. There we go. Okay, she's getting slimy all over my hands. statistics of this. Ah, okay. I had a blindness moment and it was already up. Oh, I forgot where I was going with that, and didn't end up. The webcam that I have is has its own integrated app thing. So the webcam has its own app, and then what I use for streaming is its own app. And I was looking at only the settings in the streaming thing. That has all the audio stuff that I was messing around with, but you can change the video settings in the webcam app itself. You could do warm, cool. You could do weird stuff like vivid, or you could have tones of purple. I think it was set to cool, exceptionally icy. Some of this is going to get changed a lot because it's going to be converted into basically a one color thing that I can put on a banner. I think then I'll go back and do a flat color version, because I keep thinking oh, that'd be really nice to make the goat gray with yellow eyes, and then turn the vines green again. I left the dog on the porch, and I feel like a horrible person. But she's back. Poof. Yeah, hi. Made me feel short. Okay. That's how I work best, changing between stuff, among things. This says, "To watching. Who are you?" Who is you? Oh, that is green tea with a lot of honey in it. I think I count as a participant. So it says, "To watching." I did a spring event this last year, and there were more than one tea sellers, both of which I highly recommend, with some details. But one of the lady who sold my partner some green tea, she had Earl Green, and I'm very sensitive to caffeine. So Brianna picked it up very enthusiastically, like, "You can have this and you won't die." But she also taught Brianna kind of a trick with green tea, because people tend not to like green tea if they steep it like black tea. But the trick that she taught Brianna and Brianna taught me, which has been a lifesaver, is if you soak, not like steep, but just run under really, really cold water, then you can put it directly into boiling water and it won't burn and won't get weird tasting. And so green tea is my go-to in general, because I can get caffeine without wanting to puke my guts out and seeing lightning in my eyeballs. And that's good. There is a tea for everything, even if it's not technically tea. Hey, Fern. Hi. I don't know how good this microphone is, but sorry, she's making weird noises back there. She does that. Okay. It's not what I need. What is this size? Oh, 8x10. We also have some prepackaged, like, pure tea that I'm kind of scared of, because it makes me think of, like, something you'd find in an Egyptian tomb and be like, "Don't drink that." But it could also be really tasty. I wish Cinnamon had some time to be here, but I'm gonna do a squirrel from memory. Let's see how that works. Whoa, not what? That is not what I agreed to. Oh, wait. Oh, this tea is just green tea. And handles are for losers, apparently. Whoa, hold on. I have a sneaking suspicion. Oh, that's me. Okay. It's PU-ERH. And I like to make fun of it, but it is something I'd like to try eventually, and we do have some tea bags with it. but I'm also like, is this gonna turn me into a toad? Something like that. So I haven't had it yet. I need to. It's like I don't drink a lot, but I kind of strategically place when I want to have a drink to like. If I need to sit down for like the next 3 days, is that okay? I think what I did is I made a canvas that was the right aspect ratio, but it was actually teeny tiny. So even with like a 1 pixel, like a 1 pixel brush, it was still coming out massive. I don't know how that happened. It's not because I was talking. There we go. Fixed. Fixed. Getting flashbacks to like when I would draw nothing but Redwall. And oh, trust me, it was almost nothing but Redwall. At some point, I need to do a stream where I I don't have anything from like when I started drawing at like 6. I'm sure it was earlier, but when I first started like being very serious about I'm gonna do a drawing, I'm gonna do it right. It was maybe 7 or 8, maybe. But I should try to draw in the style that I thought I was drawing, which would not necessarily be bad, but there were a lot of very, very spiky-haired wolves and dragons. Have you ever seen a wet squirrel? They look like weird rats. Once there are more people involved in streams and such, I do want to do, when I'm not doing things specifically for work, I want to do, like, every $3 gets put on the, like, every $3 through coffee or something gets put on the, like, sketch list. Because as you can see, I can do decent sketching fairly quickly. I think it needs to be fluffier, but I think it's a good placeholder. one thing you should know if you don't already know is there is a delay on live streaming like this. So every now and then when I have a response from you, I don't immediately remember what I had said. But normally it's fine. But if you say something and I'm like, and then I say something, that's probably why. I feel like that's too much fluff. It's gonna be that big. I say like you can see me, it's gonna be that big. It's not like a huge problem, but just I noticed the delay kind of thing, so just in case you didn't know that before or you had forgotten, just you probably had the same moment that I did. I don't want to make this squirrel this muscular, because then I will be frightened. Better. Drop shoulders like the rest of us. I feel like this one's a little bit complicated. I'll save this sketch into like a more realistic one, because whenever I type in like, oh, I want to look at like fun novelty like Viking and Nordic stuff, ooh, I don't see the scroll at all. I think yeah, it will be holding the scroll, I think, because I do like the person who was here with you last time. I talked to them about some other stuff, and so I like their idea of, to make it a little bit more obviously Ratatoskr instead of just generally squirrel themed. I also feel like that fits a little bit better with the stuff I'm trying to come out with, but also you don't see him a lot in, like, everybody wants the edgy stuff, but like sometimes you just need a little postal squirrel. That's also, I want to do a squirrel banner, but I also want to do one with a salmon on it, because also when you look up Loki stuff, woo, you get all the edgy stuff or all the weird stuff like Sleipnir, and I mean all of it's weird, but I really don't like how much I get like, confirm your deity is Loki reading on like $5 on Etsy. Like, we just need to add more weird stuff into the mix. I do also get a lot of, depends on the event, but overall I get a lot of people coming up kind of getting the vibe that I am Lokian. Like, even before they see the specifically Loki stuff, sometimes I notice first they're wearing like a snake necklace, like Ernest style kind of thing, and so I think I can point to it. So I would not be surprised if this maybe doesn't pick up immediately, but I like the idea of more Lokians coming in going, you made a salmon banner. There we go. Better.
I know it sounds silly.
He's doing his job.
Do it for me, please.
Simplified, that would be cute on one of those teeny tiny banners that we had talked about. And it's also hopefully recognizable enough, or if it is like really small, like, what I'm looking at on my screen is like an inch tall, maybe somewhere between there, which is roughly the size of the banner. People can have their little, for lack of a better term, like totems and things, and they don't have to buy it from VikingNovelties.com. Thank you. No, we ruined it. Why is this not? Oop. Okay, so I'm gonna do all the big banners first, and then I do want to do like a rune set that people can get. That hopefully it'll be like $20, something like that. Because I like to see people. Get excited about like, oh, but I need to get paid for bills and such, so I also don't like it too when they go, oh, I don't have that money. Like, I'm not upset at you. I just wish I could make it. I wish I could make it more affordable while also having some self-respect. But I want to make like a rune set banners, just little tiny ones, and then sell like a whole bunch of individual versions of the bigger banners. Like make less of the bigger banners, make a whole bunch of like the Triskelay and all that. So I want him to be on a big one, but also be available in case people are just kind of starting their own, like they have a tiny space, or they have like a slightly stealth space. They can have something like that, and they don't have to resort to like wish.com or something. If I had this thought, I have to vent it into your brain too. But wish.com is like, what did people start calling him? Like the Q shaman or something? That's what you get for looking up like Nordic pagan kind of stuff from places you should not. That's what comes in the mail. 2-minute break because I've been asked to do something business related. I'll be right back. And we're back. I'm probably gonna go to it, and then I'll be good for a bit. I told everybody that I would be doing like 12 to 2 or 2:30-ish, and then I didn't stream for like the last 2 days, so I wanted to at least get on here and see if there was anybody who wanted to be here who could also tell me when things were fixed. So thank you for being here, because I could mess around with sound stuff, but it would take twice as long to figure out if it sounded correct on the other end. So you've been very helpful, thank you. Hey, I'm still getting into kind of the swing of doing this because there's so much other stuff to do, but the more people are able to watch and the more people are interested in, like hey, I'll send you like a few dollars if I can see you draw this one character I thought would be cool in your style. The more I can do this versus other stuff. So I know not everybody is in like the live streaming sphere and kind of thing, and when they are, it tends to be for gaming and stuff. But if there's anyone that you can think of who might be into it or might want to, I've always tried to strike a balance between I want to help people out, but I also don't want to come off as like, oh yes, I am a master, you are the apprentice. I will. If you know anybody who would understand that balance I'm trying to strike, I would be happy to kind of let questions guide what I'm doing on the screen. And this program is kind of nice because a lot of the traditional brushes actually act like what they say they are. Like, hold on. See if I can find something to mess up. So this is watercolors, and it's not a perfect rendition of like real stuff, but and then you can go to the water smudge. Mush it out in that direction. There's that one, and then charcoal is fun. Also, once I figure out how to live stream some of the traditional art, because like I said, I have room just right here, but I would have to figure out how I can look at the screen as well as get it to a decent angle, and it would have to be during the day, kind of like what I'm doing right now, because the window is just right here. And I don't think it would be a good experience with the type of lights I prefer in my room. There we go. can be pretty decent, even if it's like meh otherwise. If you go to inks, which is what I'm using here for the actual picture, and then where am I finding it? Charcoal pencil, that's not it. Pencil, where did you go? This happens in real life too. Pencil. There we go. He doesn't like that. Okay, so this says pencil. Let's see if it actually... Yeah, it's kind of meh. Pencil? Pencil. I have not installed any other brushes to this program. Everything I've made digitally for like 3 years has been through this one, just everything that's already in there. So I'm gonna go back to whatever I was doing. Okay. Let me know if the track changes and you still can't hear me like you did before. So they didn't change anything. It shouldn't be much different, but stuff happens.
You better wait here. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Even 10 minutes is a long time to be away from you.
Now that you ask me to, I'm like, but okay, I'll talk. And this is why I'm practicing this. But okay, yeah, it might have been that track just because it was a little bit higher volume just naturally. But what I'd like to do, if I can keep it pinned to my mental to-do list, is create a playlist for doing streams like this, because I just searched up royalty-free lo-fi and then checked that it wasn't awful. Okay. Because I'd like music appropriate for doing this, but I want something interesting and not just elevator music. are a lot of cool music tracks on YouTube, like provided by YouTube, which are pretty cool. But I know that if I just played Spotify or something, just what I normally listen to when I draw digitally, that would not be a good situation for when I'm just starting this. I need to find, let me actually see if I can find this real quick. Because it's significantly spookier, but let me... There is a gaming live streamer that has some pretty cool, hopefully royalty-free music. Let me see if I can... Please have it in the description, please.
Let's say I'm a...
Thank you. Okay, the title of this video is 80s horror synth, dark synth mix, nightmare / royalty-free John Carpenter style dark synth wave, which I think we should check out. Because it seems a bit more on vibe with what I care about. 100% copyright free. Okie dokie. Just says credit this person, so I'm gonna put this in the description because I dig this music. Oh. I'll put it in the description. And settings. Put it in here and then keep it on my notepad so that I can, after I'm done, I can put it in the description. Give credit where credit is due. I'm just going to turn this down because it's not really fun. There we go. And now we can finish a squirrel and then we'll be good. Well, not finish, but yeah. I might have changed it since you heard the volume of the music, but then I bumped it back up a little bit. That's not it. There we go. Squirrels have hands on their feet, right? Kind of. Oh, you can't see that. 1 second. He haven't got hands on his feet. I mean, that's better anyway, I guess. Ah, yeah. Still feel like some things need like, but progress is always good. Wildlife rehab license, and when I say used to know, it was like when I was like 14, 15. And so at one point she had a baby squirrel, and she was like, she had a license because she knew the difference between like, oh, we can keep it as a pet and so she would actually nurse them back to health and then let them go, and she'd see them again sometimes, and there would be like acknowledgement of like different animals, and sometimes they wouldn't leave because she had a like a semi pet pigeon who lived in the backyard. So it did live outside, but it was like, I like it here. You're nice to me. So sometimes she'd just go outside, and there would be a pigeon that would decide, like, oh, hi, and then, like, rest on her head. So she'd go out and get the mail, and there was a pigeon that was just like, hi. But yeah, I've held a baby squirrel before, and it was really, really strange. Because it has webbed feet, and, like, hands and feet. And like little beans, tiny beans. But it's almost like a furry frog, and I've held frogs. So if you've held a frog, just add like poof to it, and it feels a lot like that, because it's, yeah. I say weird lovingly because, you know me, like, that's not derogatory for me, but I think about that sometimes. especially since I grew up reading Redwall, and I got to hold a squirrel. It was I wouldn't say it was a good day, but I remember, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the adults were like, oh, you want to come hold a squirrel? Hmm? She had a, this was the family that lived, like, on the edge of, like, quote-unquote Amish country, and they were very conservative in a calm way, as I remember, so they had, like, they didn't have a TV, like, front and center in their living room. They had, like, denim skirts. They were like, and they mentioned at one point that their Amish neighbors were a little bit confused because it was like they were almost Amish, but not. Flying squirrels, yeah. I I'm just imagining that landing on me in, like, the middle of the night, and, like, if there's a fly swatter nearby, I am so sorry, but what was I saying? That family, because her husband was very supportive of her, like, responsibly doing that, and he knew the difference also between, like, oh, let's keep it as pet. Yeah. So at one point, her husband bought her a tarantula for Valentine's Day. And I don't know exactly what he thought would happen, but it was a joke for a very long time that she basically went, oh, I love it, and it's another pet. Like, she didn't think it was weird or creepy or anything. And it was a black and orange tarantula named Valentine that would get out sometimes. So whenever we went over there, I kept an eye on, like, the ceiling, and oh, did I mention I grew up with pretty solid arachnophobia? So yeah, nice people, but why do you have a tarantula? And we have a friend who used to have a tarantula, and I babysat it. So I say I grew up with pretty bad, like, not like psychosis of arachnophobia, but it got a lot better, and I took care of a friend's tarantula and let it stay exactly where it was, out of the way. Hi. When did you get here? When did you get here? Yes. I mentioned you earlier, just that we had talked about some stuff, and I wanted to definitely get some headway on doing something squirrel themed, because I really don't like when I'm looking for, like, let's window shop, it's fun. I look up, like, yeah, let's look at, like, Viking Nordic, like, Etsy, whatever. So much of it is like your 5-minute reading to see what Loki's favorite color is. Like, or it's all like wolves. Like, there are 2 wolves within you. One of them is hyped up on gamer fuel. The other one is going to Midgard Fest. Not my thing. I want to make other things available to people. I think I might have. I did get your email, by the way. And, there's always something to work out, but, we can definitely talk about, what you had proposed there. Also, Luna, the other thing that, had been proposed to me the other night. I finally followed the right person on Instagram, and so we can figure that out in messages and stuff. I could also do group chat. Okay. So there's things that are a little bit off. In terms of this, there's things that are a little bit off, but I think it's way closer than not existing. So. And I did say I was going to stop at roughly 3. If you have a request for anything that would be just like 10-15 minute sketch, I would be happy to do that because I know you just got here. But yeah, I appreciate anyone who can stop by. Let me save. But this is what it was doing earlier. After it saves. Yeah, no, like... Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit so I can pinpoint the, like, stuff that needs to change. Boop. I'm gonna go back to the goat. Yeah, some of the things on Etsy are just... Like, I don't want to say it's, like, specifically bad with, like, Loki stuff, but... yeah, that's a whole rant I could do a whole video about. Oh, did you ever hear, like, in one of my videos, or, me just talking at some other point about, I don't know if I can say this on a live stream, but, I learned the other day that the American Sign Language for a certain type of person is that. If you catch my drift, I was contacted by someone who said he was Lokian and all that, and he ended up being one of the funny mustache circa 1945 dudes. And it was fascinating and enlightening, and yeah, that's fine with me. That's that's fine if you'd like to email any of that, because I do have plans for specific video subjects, but I am always interested in what people are interested in. Let me rephrase that, because that left a bad taste in my mouth. I would like to connect the interests that I have in my head with what people are actually interested in. And I stopped doing YouTube a while back because I was starting to get burned out trying to think of just what other people were interested in. But, yeah, I think I need some blood sugar. I'm gonna do some leafs, and then I gotta go. For my health. Because I know some people do this, like, 6-8 hours, and they're crazy people. In multiple ways. But yeah, you can email me that. I'm always up for responsible content, things that come from things that I actually want to talk about versus, like, how many beans can we fit inside this blender. Woohoo, we got 1 million views. I don't remember what I had said that you were replying to. That's what I said earlier is, I don't know how many people are aware, or if people just kind of forget a little bit. There is a delay between what I see here and what I just said. So if I don't immediately remember what you're replying to, that's why. Because the ADHD is a lot better than it used to be, but still, I'm like, what did I just say like 30 seconds ago? Huh. That's helped me stay very, very honest. I don't think I would trust, like, actual, like, mythos, like pagan Loki with the Tesseract. It might be kind of like a fidget spinner for him, because, like, the amount of people who have talked to me and tried to convince me that my spirituality is based around Marvel characters is not zero. Let's just leave it at that. But sometimes I come across things where I understand if people like have come across these types of people. Oh yeah, you can email me. I will let you know if it's getting a bit too frequent, just because I'm really bad at cleaning out my inbox. But I am cool with you emailing me. I'm getting a call from Jeep. Luckily, I haven't had people come up to me and, like, literally say to me, like, oh, you know, you think you're pagan, but this is all based around Marvel, right? Like, it's mainly online, where I don't like to be around masses of people all the time. So I think if I was around a lot more people, it would eventually come out. And thankfully I've been kind of primed to deal with that with a and then just ignore them unless if you pet my cat too good, then she drools. That's what that was. I have had I'm cool with saying this in a stream, but eventually I should just compile some of the stories. Like, yes, someone came up to me and said that. So sometimes it's good because it's fascinating, because I had an older man in a black suit who I didn't get his name tell me some interesting things that he could tell about me from my artwork, that I would love to tell that story in a bit more detail later. And I have also had if you know the name Space Barbie, and it's not necessarily not safe for work kind of stuff, but it's like, be very careful how deep you go in it, because it's very much on the bad woo kind of side, and like cultish, like magic, aliens, Jesus was extraterrestrial kind of stuff. I have had people talk to me very enthusiastically about stuff on that kind of vein. because I had pentacles displayed, overall good experiences, except for the occasional, like, why are you talking to me? And how do I get you to stop? Like, not being threatening, but like, that's fascinating. Go away, please. Oh, I don't use Snapchat. I do have a, yeah, blood sugar is definitely going down. I do have a, I was gonna say Venmo. TikTok. Wow. Um, it's basically where I take all my other videos and shove them all in one place, give or take the occasional something else. To be fair, a lot of the, as you put it, Instagram horrors, at least half of them are probably brought upon myself. But I do have clinical PTSD from a variety of things, as well as being told by some people that I am a middle-class young man and there's no possible way that I should be able to have PTSD, to which I nearly went to court over. But this is behind. I can't read all of what your message says. When I was on Instagram, you seemed to get troll something on there. I don't know if Luna is still here. If she is, I would like to say goodbye if she needs to go. Oop. Oh, she had to go. Also, I understand that everybody comes to various types of streams for different reasons, and they have other stuff going on in the background and stuff. I appreciate what Luna is able to do, which is hop on almost every single one I've done, to at least help me out with views and stuff, as well as she's been very instrumental in helping me figure out sound and such. And I've also met her in person a few times. She's very nice. I'm not gonna give her a she, but she's very nice. I also appreciate the amount that you chat in here, because it does encourage me to keep talking, which I know makes the stream more interesting, especially if someone goes back and watches the recordings. Oh, yeah, Troll City. I know what you're talking about, but I think I've kind of shifted my view of... It really depends on the troll. Because if nothing good is going to come out of it, like not even a visibility kind of thing, because I remember I got a certain troll when I was setting up for Seattle Pride specifically, and it's like, oh, this is a learning opportunity. And I was able to reply with my some of the signs that I brought to Pride, which went over pretty well. Not with that person, but I don't care. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have been told before that people like my voice, and which is kind of nice because I worked very hard for this voice. Oh, you didn't see the kitty earlier. Nope. Go, come here. Hi. I think she just wants attention. And also, I think I need to let my dog back in because she needed to go on the porch for a minute. This is Ophelia. She has seen horrors that cannot be unseen. Hey. Look at the people. Ah! Okay. Thank you, Luna. I had said just a minute ago, it's like I was disappointed that I didn't catch you before you left because I want to say goodbye. But I was also saying thank you so much for your help because, like I was saying earlier, like I could maybe eventually figure all of this out, but it would take twice as long. And as I've described, I don't vibe with that very well. So thank you so much, and thank you for being here, even if you can't make each one, or other stuff has happened, and I still appreciate you. Thank you. Ooh. Oop. She wants. Really? Okay, down. Heap. I think I'm gonna do. I was about to point to the screen and be like, "Oh, I'll finish this section." I don't know. I'll finish this section, but you can't see that. I will finish probably this section, and then I need to go because I don't exactly ration out for streams and such. And now I understand why there's a streamer that that is very chill to some cool games that we like to watch here. That occasionally her boyfriend brings her, just pops in, sets a coffee cup on her desk, and like, okay. And like, you can't just get up and like, oh, I understand now. I do have a slide on here that says short break, and I can understand the tendency to not use that. Okay. As long as I can find Because I know that we had talked about doing that little tiny tile thing like 2 months ago. I don't know. Time is an illusion. As long as I can still locate that, because I don't have money right now. I have a very little bit of internally screaming money. So I would hate for you to pay me and then I have to go like, oh, lil JK, I actually need more because I need to buy the thing, and because I if you're interested in just starting with a little tiny piece, pocket size, I want to make sure I have it in my hand, and then as I have it in my hand, then I will email you saying, hey, it's right here, just in case. Because what I'd like to do is, once things are all agreed upon and then I finish it, and like, you know what pricing everything is going to be, I can actually list it in a custom section of my website, so everything will be documented and all straightforward. And I'm mostly sure where it is, but I moved everything like 3 inches to the left about a week ago. Maybe about a week ago. So I want to make absolutely sure. Now I am going to this is why acknowledging Ophelia's existence is not always in line with planning, because this with the Ophelia, look at the people. Whoop. Ophelia. Oh, okay. Sounds good. It's I thrive with like multiple things that are going on, like different avenues that I can just cycle through and like keep my interest up, like in a responsible way. But having too many, like, if someone wanted to like buy a whole bunch of different stuff, like just using Venmo, I would probably panic a little bit because it's another thing to keep track of. But that if everything funnels through either the scanner that I use at markets or my main website, then I can like tether things to each other. One day I'll show you Rourke, because he's shaped like Totoro. I'm going to play with this a little bit, and then that will be the end of this stream. Aha.